Hi guys, this is part 3, talking through my notes from the Ailin Duran consultation I had about 3 weeks ago, maybe a bit more. So I'm actually only halfway down page 2. It's taking quite a long time, but I kind of go off track and ramble about all sorts of things relating to this detox process, the emotional, the physical, the spiritual, the mental aspects. And just at the end, I was saying that I was feeling very lightheaded. I still am a bit, but I said I was going to ground myself first, and this is what I did. I did some deep omming to get my energy to come down. I breathed down deeply into my lower belly and kind of felt like I'm coming down rather than my energy being up here. What's wrong with my camera? I'm sorry about this. And yeah, just try to imagine my energy going down into the earth rather than being up here. So, moving on. We talked about the endocrine glands and how the endocrine glands are the part that really connect all of the kind of spiritual, energetic parts of your body, and it kind of weaves up and down your body and connects all the glands and everything. And when all of that is working well, when you're detoxed, she said that I will notice that I will be able to connect to the spiritual aspects of my body much more easily, and it will just become part of my life much more. And when you're kind of clogged up and you have all this congestion and acidosis in your body, then you're kind of disconnected much more from spiritual realms. She didn't say that word, that came out of my mouth. And I would say that when I have done meditation and yoga and those kind of practices, I always felt like there was kind of almost a ceiling or a block that I couldn't go past. And I would sometimes talk to my husband about the same practices that he was doing, and he would say, you know, this is what I'm getting out of it, how I'm feeling. And I would say, I haven't felt that. And so we talked about that together a bit, and I just found that really interesting that, you know, when I've gone through more of this detox process, I'll be able to just feel much more one with the cosmos and just kind of, you know, in union with me, and just being able to kind of connect to the everything, to the oneness of life. And I'm really looking forward to that. really looking forward to that. So she said if I really wanted to make my thymus gland, my endocrine glands, my adrenal glands, that there are some special gland formulas that I can take that aren't vegan to kind of make those switch on again. When you're really chronically congested in those areas, it can be really hard for your glands to restart up again and to kind of get working again. So if you want that kind of train to start moving quicker and to kind of give you that boost, then those gland formulas are what you would need to take. And she said make sure it comes from a grass-fed organic animal. So those Dr. Morse formulas are, you know, they have those aspects, sorry. So get a really good, go to a really good source for your gland formulas. What does that say? Hang on a minute. So Ailin Duran knows that I have the label bipolar and that I've taken lithium for 7 years. And when I've just been talking about the endocrine glands, she said that the mania, the psychosis, all psychological issues and brain issues, they're basically going to go away when all of this is cleared, and that I can then ground and I can feel those spiritual things and have this kind of fluidity without kind of having blockages. And what am I trying to say? that basically mania, psychosis and psychological problems won't happen anymore because, you know, I'll be functioning properly, I'll be working properly everywhere throughout my body if I'm able to completely, you know, get my eyes to blue again, and to go from chronic to subacute to acute and then to nothing there anymore. So my eyes are all clear and my body is clear. Hope that makes sense. And I kind of suppose that's really important for a lot of my subscribers, because a lot of you out there have psychological issues that you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. And I think it would be really amazing for you guys to maybe, you know, look at your diet. Are you eating lots of cooked food? Are you eating lots of meat? Are you eating lots of dairy? All these things that are kind of acid forming. Do you have lots of congestion in your own body that you need to clear so that you can be psychologically well? And I just think that's really exciting that we can heal ourselves with food and with herbs, even right down to the things like the mind, where you think, well, how can I heal that? But actually, with meditation and all these things that I talk about, I believe that we can heal ourselves and we can get to that place of complete health on a spiritual, mental, physical, psychological aspects of us. So she said, go for it hard if you want to. More lemons, more limes. She said that your mucus goes through different stages in your detox. So it starts off clear, which is what I'm going through at the moment. I'm spitting it out, I'm coughing up, and it is clear. It's not gone yellow yet, but it then turns to yellow, then goes orange, and then goes brown. Just imagine coughing up brown mucus. I'm not looking forward to that at all. But I can already sense that today, because I'm going deeper with my detox, I think it's starting to go yellow rather than clear, because it's got more of a flavour, you know, like when you're ill and you've got a cough or a cold and you've got, you know, the yellow mucus coming out your nose. It's got a flavour, hasn't it? Horrible, but that's the truth. And so I feel like I'm moving forward with that, and I'm clearing my lungs and my bronchioles and everything more. And sometimes I can tell it's not coming up from my body, I can tell it's actually coming down from my head, because it's coming down my nose from here rather than coming up from my throat and out. And that's quite interesting. So you kind of know which parts of your body are being cleared when you blow your nose or when you spit out loads of junk. So when you get rid of all of the mucus and the acidosis, so basically the mucus covers around acidosis to kind of buffer your body so that your tissues and your muscles don't kind of get eaten away and degraded, and the same thing with calcium. So for example, if you have Lyme's disease like me, that's often why you have pains in your joints, because calcium is taken out of your bones to buffer the acidosis. And just trying to get this clear in my mind as I'm speaking to you. I've never spoken about this kind of thing before, so I've just got to get it out of my head. But I've got neurological Lyme, so sometimes that can be tricky. So your calcium is kind of coating the acidosis, and then the mucus and all that you've got to try and get rid of with this raw diet and the limes and the lemons and the herbs. Okay, I know it's tricky, but we can do this. Moving on to adrenals. Ow, ear pain. Adrenals on top of kidneys. Yeah, we just talked about how the adrenals are on top of your kidneys. So if you've got kidney issues, then you're bound to have adrenal issues because they're touching each other, they're right on top of each other in your system. She said that if you want to detox successfully, then you should be doing stools, your number twos, your solid waste, at least 3 or 4 times a day. At the moment, I'm doing 1, sometimes 2 if I'm lucky. So I need to work on that, and I need to get some herbs that will get my colon moving quicker. Also the psyllium husk taken at night will also hopefully make me get rid of waste quicker, because you don't want to hold on to toxins in your body. You want to get it coming out of your system in any way possible. I'm gonna do the next page 3 on another film, part 4 coming up next. So please subscribe, press the red button, press the like button, and comment below if you want to ask me anything about healing the detoxing way with fruit. See you soon. Bye.